Now let's see the next method by which you can solve some of the integration problems. It is called as integration by parts. Substitution method is over. Now it is integration by parts. So whenever you have a product of two functions and if you are going to integrate it, you can use this. Even though we have seen some formulas in the beginning which were actually product of two functions, you need not remember that formula. You can use this method and you can also derive the answer for them. Okay. Now see this method is used to integrate the product of two functions. If f of x and g of x be two integrable functions, then integral f of x into g of x is going to be, so f of x you leave it and integrate g of x with respect to x minus integral of f dash of x into integral g of x dx whole dx. Okay, so with examples I'll tell you how to solve it, and if you want to simplify the examples, one rule you can remember is whenever two functions are given, which function you want to choose as f of x and which function you want to choose as g of x. Depending on your choice, some questions can be solved easily. Okay, so you can remember this rule. Highlight. So for f of x, you always go in this priority, which means if there is any inverse trigonometric function, then you take it first. I means inverse trigonometric function. If f of x and g of x, if you have two functions and if one of the function happens to be inverse trigonometric function, then you assign it to f of x and the remaining one to g of x. That way if you solve it, it will be easy. If you don't have it, if you have logarithmic functions, then give it the next priority, and or if you have algebraic, then give it the third priority. Then you give the priority for trigonometric functions, then the exponentiation. Got it? Therefore, if you have any of these combinations, first one should be inverse trigonometric, then logarithmic, then algebraic, then trigonometric, then exponential. This is the order in which you should give priority to choose f of x. Okay, now let's see this one. Let's see this example. Integral x into e of x dx. Now again here you can see that we have product of two functions. Okay, one of them you can take it as f of x and other thing you can take it as g of x, right? So which one you want to take it as f of x and g of x is, you just use this rule, highlight, right? Now is there inverse trigonometric function? No. Is there logarithmic function? No. Is there algebraic function? Yes. So x is algebraic function, right? So you can take x as f of x. Okay, so now if you take x as f of x, in the previous formula, if you substitute it, you are going to get this, right? So it is f of x into integral g of x dx minus f dash of x into integral g of x dx whole dx. And since d by dx of f of x is 1, which means f dash of x is 1, I am directly writing it as 1. Got it? Okay. And now if you observe it, so this is x into ex, and this entire thing is going to be, if you integrate it one time, it is going to be ex only. Again, if you integrate one more time, you are going to get again ex only. Got it? So x into ex minus ex. So at the end you can add c. Okay, so don't add the constant in the middle, just put it at the end, that is enough. Okay, now let's see one more example. Look at this. Now in this case, again, which one do you want to take as f of x and g of x is, you can use the rule eyelet. Now if you use the rule eyelet, inverse trigonometric you don't have, but logarithmic you have. Therefore you can take f of x as logarithmic function, which means log x is going to be f of x. Therefore f of x into integral g of x dx minus f dash of x. F dash of x means d by dx of log x, which is going to be 1 by x into integral g of x dx. Got it? Now what is 1 by x square? You can write it as x power n, which means x power minus 2. Then you are going to get minus 1 by x. Now what about 1 by x square? It is minus 1 by x, and you multiply it with minus 1 by x, it is going to be 1 by x square, right? So integral 1 by x square dx. Now it is going to be minus 1 by x. Got it? So at the end you can add c. Now you can pull out minus 1 by x as common, then you are going to get log x plus 1, right? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, There are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%. But all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay, IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.